Salute, salute, salute. Bow. What it is, man, what's happening? It's Nocturnal Thoughts. Real quick video, then I'm going to get out the way. I'm over here at Chili's grabbing something to eat. As you can see, it's a little bit of a rainstorm going on. So if you ain't got to be out, I suggest you stay in. But, you know, I'm out and I make the best of it. The world give you lemons. You got to make lemonade. Real quick video, then I'm going to get out the way. My thoughts on this little situation with Terrance Crawford flexing, A-side flexing. You know, at first I heard, and this, this is just, I'm not no boxing detective. I don't like to have to do a whole lot of investigation just to find out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But from what's been discussed on the YouTube community as far as boxing, at first Terrance Crawford was proposing, if you want this fight, this rematch fight at 154, you got to pay me more. If not, we can run it back at the welterweight division. My thoughts on that. I always say that when it comes to war, all is fair and you got to respect it. Anybody that's making, moves to get advantages, you got to respect it because it's war. And he won the first fight. To the victor, the victorious one, goes the spoils. So he got the power, he got the A side, he can flex his A side and say, I want more money, or I want this weight class, right? So I have to respect it. Just in war, whenever anything happens in war, you got to respect it to a certain degree. Do I salute it? I can't salute it because it shows a lack of honor, and it shows that you're not entirely a man of your word. You know, you're gonna have all kind of YouTubers that do a lot more editing and polishing their videos. That's gonna be going back, taking every little clip of what Bud said when he was full of the adrenaline from the victorious moment, all your endorphins and dopamine and all that. You on cloud 10, you in your zone, and you go up to Errol Spence after you dominate him and you say, I gotta thank you for making this fight happen. I owe it to you for making this fight happen. Post-fight interview, after everything then calmed down and you got to celebrate a little bit, you say, they ask you questions and they say, what about the rematch at 154? And you go on to say, yeah, I struggled a little bit making that weight too. We can go to 154 for the rematch. I'm cool with that. And then to also say, I'm going on to try to get the victor between Canelo and Jermell Charlo at a higher weight division. So to sort of renege on that and say I'd rather fight Errol Spence at 147, then in my opinion, that was so to make Errol Spence the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? I like I said, I respect the power move, but I can't salute it. But I understand it, and at the end of the day, everybody got to do what's going to be best for them as far as boxing and business. And I can't knock Terrance Crawford for making a power play, but I'm not going to salute it. I respect it. I digress. As far as Errol Spence, losing that fight just put him in a position where he's just more vulnerable and has to be, at the mercy of Terrance Crawford in that rematch. I think Errol Spence was hoping, because he said, I hope the rematch is at 154 post-fight, but I think he was hoping that Terrance Crawford would be a man of his word. But at the same time, I'm kind of 50-50 as far as if I was Errol Spence, would I make that move? Would I fight him at 147? Because I'm almost thinking that Errol Spence should just call that bluff and take that fight and make that weight cut again. stay more disciplined, because he was, I know going down to that weight class and him being a bigger guy and getting older, it ain't easy to make that weight, but he made that weight for your Dana school guys. And if I feel like, a part of me feels like if he would have stayed more disciplined outside of the ring, he would have been able to make that weight for Terrance Bud Crawford and still been a little bit more prepared for that fight. Maybe not have won, but would have put on a better performance. So my thing is this: y'all damned, damn be all. You're almost damned if you do, and you damned if you don't. So that's always like, if you damned if you do and damned if you don't, what do? Do you do or do you don't do? You dig? And I'm thinking for Errol Spence, if he can't force Terrance Bud Crawford to fight in the weight class that's going to be more comfortable for him, it ain't even no guarantee that if you fought at 154 that you would win. So you could go at 154 and still lose. So you can rematch at 147, make that hellacious weight cut, and go in there and get dominated again. But also, I say, if you stay more disciplined, you might be able to go in there even at 147 and put on a better performance. And you might have a better chance at winning if you go up the weight class and you can make the weight more comfortable and just focus on making improvements and adjustments to your performance in the ring. That's for Errol Spence to decide. I feel like either way, if he makes the right play, it's possible that he can become the people's champ if Terrance Bud Crawford gets to being too much like a diva and not like that dogmatic mentality that people respect him for. They always say, like, when the tables turn and you put the crown, heavy is the crown, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You still got to make the best decision, because you can still be crucified by the fans if you make the wrong play, if you in Terrance Bud Crawford position. Sometimes, like they always say, like Rosie Perez said in White Men Can't Jump, sometimes you can win and still lose. Sometimes you can lose and still win, and sometimes it can be a draw. Errol Spence lost and been humiliated and embarrassed, and everybody been kicking him while he down. But if Terrance Bud Crawford make the wrong move, he can flip it to where Errol Spence becomes the people's champ. I would expect for Terrance Bud Crawford to fight in a rematch at 154 and go in there and put on the same spectacular performance, and that would just solidify his legacy moving forward. But I don't know, what I'm saying? I'm not in their camps. I'm not close enough to talk to them to see, like I said, the power move with the money, I understand. The power move with the weight, it shows a little bit of lack of honor, because you had a lot of gratitude towards Errol Spence for forcing his team to make this fight. And like you said at the weigh-in, we got to thank each other, and y'all both shook hands like a man, and then y'all embraced each other like men after the fight. I feel like it shouldn't be no animosity in between the two fighters, as far as, now I'm going to try to flex on you or I'm going to try to flex on you. They should be past that, and the rematch should be a little bit more the gentleman's sport of boxing. But that's just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. At the end of the day, like I said, I still salute Terrance Bud Crawford's victory. I still respect him as a man, but I can't salute his decision to fight at 147 in the rematch, if that's the actual factual truth of the matter. Those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Nocturnal Thoughts. I'm gone. And if you're new to the channel, sub to the channel, man. Bow.